So not much to see here. This is pretty much the energy ball copied and just shrunk a little bit. And so as you can see, it's doing the same thing. So it is literally I copy and pasted, and I got another element out of it. So as an effects artist, I do a lot of that. So the inner Tesla, not exactly as straightforward. So let's walk through this one. So what we're doing, actually we'll do this one last. Let's hop to the EnergyCore particles because that one's a little bit simpler. Same deal, we merge in the EnergyCore and we just emit particles off them. Super straightforward. And this really goes a long ways. You just take an element, put particles on it, advection, whatever, it just gives you a quick boost. You can do it in 15 minutes. Render it out, and you just get another cool element to help you out. So very straightforward, as you can see. These turbulence nodes play a very big deal. I made this in VOPS, and so this is an OTL I'll probably have to package with all the stuff. And again, this was done before I was comfortable with the point wrangle. If I was doing this again, I'd be doing it in the point wrangle. So a little bit obsolete, but I think it could be, I could replace everything with a point wrangle. So, so this is just to break up the points a little bit, and as you can see, I'm sort of fixing some sloppy stuff, and we fade them out over their lifetime, size and by shape. And I don't think I put a shader on these guys. I just need pretty much, oh, I guess I do. So there's a basic shader on them that's included as well. So let's look at the more complicated inner Tesla. So what I had to do with this guy, do I have the branches? Maybe I cut that out. These are just lines that connect to the shape. So I merge these guys right here. And also what's included is that center point. So right here I have this for to do my work. So I have the center point of where they are, and I have the surface. And this was essential in order to getting this effect work. I needed to know where stuff is. So here we are at there. That gives me the points, the center points, and that gives me the surface. And what's important is deleting the geometry but keeping the points, because there's a particle system in here, and so you want that thing gone because that will really screw with your stuff. And I group them, and then I replicate them, and oh, let me pause here. Okay, yeah, I had two different methods, and so we'll go over the one. I guess I ended up using this one. I scatter these points in a big volume, and then here's the connect. I basically, I know this looks really crazy, but basically I connect all those points up into a big giant mess, and then I use find shortest path. And this is a new cool tool in Houdini that I was wondering if I can get lightning stuff out of it. So really this was experimental. I wouldn't be doing this approach. If I had to do this again, I wouldn't be doing it. This is part of the thing when you do a personal project at home, you get to experiment on this because you're not under really the pressure of a deadline. And so how this works is I have the start points here, I have the end points here, and these endpoints are I believe they turn on and off. Yeah, they're going around and stuff like that, right? So what happens, and I have all these points in here, they get all connected up, and then shortest path finds me from the center points through that giant cloud to the end point. And then I run it out, and and consolidate them, because it's all, every path is an individual primitive, like point to point. It's not all connected. I build normals. This is part of the normals, so I'll go outer normal, resample it, and then I put a noise on it, and that noise is built from this polyframe, the tangent u and the tangent y, I believe. And I get also I build a coordinate space along here, and then I put color on them, and then from the find shortest path, I have a cost attribute on here. And the cost attribute is, as you can see, it gives me the length of the path. So I had some a cool color gradient from there. And then I can also use that to drive the p-scale. So that is shortest path. This other way, so it was a little bit faster and a little bit cleaner than this next step. So I'm going to put this on manual here, because we're going to go through this guy. Now what this did is, actually I don't think we need to, what do we get here? Let me turn this guy. I think this is tolerable. It's a little bit longer. So in this one was just, it was difficult to see in the comp. And as you can see, I build some branches out, and along that path I build some more electricity and hook it up. So I get this branching type effect. But it was really, when I rendered it, it was just overpowering, and I needed something just a little bit lighter because it blew out the effect. So again, this is part of the artistic process that you do it and then it doesn't really work, and you got to find something else. So it's just part of the process. Sometimes you got to fail first in order to find out where you're going and succeed. So I guess on your own, you could go through and find out how this works. So, because frankly, I forgot. I'm not using it for this. And basically what it is I build the lines first, like a line from the center to the end. I connect it up. And here's the logic. For each point on the outside of the surface, connect to the center. Then for every line, go through and build a branch and connect it again to the surface. So basically I just shoot out rays and then I connect it to the point. So a little bit slower. You can see the kind of effect you get here. So if you want to use this for something, it's available to you. So we're just going to call this branching electric arcs. Super creative name there. So there's that guy, but you know what? This did the trick. And check this out. A lot cleaner, a lot easier to read than like this triple. Is this like a triple for loop? Yeah, this is a triple for loop. Like that's just, it's ridiculous. That's unacceptable. Something like this should be done again in a point wrangle where it would be way easier to manage. But again, when I did this, I didn't really have the skills to do that. So cool. Thank you for watching.